Welcome to Whiteboard Friday, coming at you from the Rakaia Gorge, and what better place to talk about the work the Morgan Foundation did last year on freshwater quality. You may remember last year the government released its policy, its National Objectives Framework it was called, for freshwater. The Morgan Foundation got 16 scientists together and reviewed that policy to see if it held any water. And while we found that the policy was a major step forward, because at least now we're managing and monitoring our fresh water, we found two big holes in it. One, and the major issue, the first and the major issue, was that we can't be certain that we're actually going to maintain or improve the quality of our fresh water. You can't go to sleep and be assured that when you wake up in the morning, our fresh water isn't going to get worse overnight. Let me give you one example of why that's the case. At the moment, the government's framework is going to measure a lot of risk factors for our water, things like nitrogen, phosphorus, temperature, all of the things that can put our freshwater quality at risk, but they're not actually managing and measuring the ecological health, the amount of little bugs that are, for example, that are living within the water. That's a really good sign of whether the river is in a state of health or not. It's a bit like if you had heart disease, you're getting measured on your cholesterol, your blood pressure, whether you smoke and have diabetes, but they're not actually taking any notice of whether or not you have a heart attack. That is a massive oversight in the government's management framework. The other big issue that we saw is that the bottom line for managing our fresh water is not swimmability, it's wadeability. That means as long as you can wade in our rivers without melting your gumboots, sweet as. We think we should set the bar a little higher. Our rivers should be swimmable. We should be able to finish after a good hard day's work and pop into the river for a swim. It may not be possible in all cases, but shouldn't that be the goal? I feel like one now. Woohoo! Bracing!